Hello guys, come with me to Niger State. MX getting the power back here in Nigeria. So guys, we were given a very short notice. When I say short notice, our boss just called at night and said we should get ready to MX. So this is us in the morning in front of his house. These are the buses that will be traveling in convoy. We stayed there, we gathered all of us, and then we entered the car. That was us in the car, and here we've gotten halfway through the journey. Since this is the first time going to MX, honestly, I can't really tell or say at this point. We're just driving. We were tired. When I say tired is an understatement. The road was rough. It wasn't easy. We were driving in a convoy though. I was trying to enjoy myself with the view because I like nature. Naturally, I like nature. I like trees. I like grasses, So this is us in MX. I know it looks short, but trust me, we saw Shaggy. When I say Shaggy, I mean we saw Shaggy. So we're driving around. The thing is, when we arrived at MX, none of us know the town. We were all there on an assignment, something like that. So the person that was supposed to give us accommodation, we couldn't get a hold of him. We're just cycling in the town. I think we passed this place like twice. This is, I think, a market. All those cars you're seeing were together. We came all the way from Kaduna State together. And I was just making my videos in the car trying to calm myself down because we couldn't get a hold of the person that was supposed to give us accommodation. At last, we came to their central mosque and packed. All of us were just there. Some are angry. Me, especially, I was pissed off, because I know the person, he's so incompetent. He's used to treating people like this. So those are our team people. They got tired of sitting in the car. They went out and sat on the ground. I'm telling you, these are directors, teachers, appointees of the government, Kaduna State government, you understand? So I was really pissed off when we're treated like this. That was him. Finally, we got a hold of him when he arrived. He finally took us and explained his own side of the story, that it wasn't his fault, blah, 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 blah. We reasoned with him, and that was it. From there, he picked us up, and we went straight to the government house. Here, this is the entrance of the government house. I started making video, as for content creator now. The soldiers there was like, no, they don't make videos here for security purposes. Kinikon. We said, okay. So they now called us to go and eat. We now left the front of government house, and at this point we were driving to go and eat. It was a hell of a distance. Man, I was like, they don't have restaurants around ne Kilo Day, because here in Kaduna you can find tons of restaurants close to the government house. This was us driving in a convoy again because we were like 60, and all 60 of us were literally hungry. All of us were hungry. So I was just using the moment, you understand, to record and keep myself busy and not be upset, blah, 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 you understand. So we arrived at the restaurant. This is the restaurant. We entered. I think our car was the first to arrive, and then the rest of the trucks and vans and cars and whatever, they arrived at the restaurant, and all those women were all together, literally. So we went in, we started ordering food. I think I was the first person to order food. This is all our team members from Senator Obasani's support group under the leadership of Honorable Sadiq Maman Lagos, the current Commissioner of Local Government of Kaduna State. All these women, I think all of them are older than me. All of them. That was what made the journey so amazing, because when you're with older women, you learn a lot. The journey was literally a class on its own. You see different kind of personality and whatnot. We ate, so we finished the food they had in that restaurant that day. And then from eating, we went to pray. This was us at the mosque. They provide mosques everywhere for travelers in northern Nigeria. So we prayed, and then we went back to the car. At this point, we've still not gotten accommodation. This is us leaving the restaurant. It was not easy. We still haven't gotten accommodation, and we couldn't get a tentative explanation. Eventually, they brought us to this hotel. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a 5-star hotel, but it wasn't, what we expected. Looking at the fact that we're This lady, we went together. She went out to get bread and chicken. This was the following day in the morning. We were all dressed up and we're heading to the main event that brought us to Niger State. My face was all puffy. There was no water in the hotel. There was no soap. So many excuses from here, this to that. And then this was just outside the hotel premises in the morning. We got into the car. Though not all of us got accommodation in this particular hotel. Some of us were in another hotel. But me in particular, I was here. And then we started the journey again. I think Niger is quite big for what I expected. I don't know, maybe it's because it's my first time going there, but it was literally big. We're seeing all these gutters, all these mini lakes, all this, it was a peaceful, serene environment, even though, I don't know, I didn't really enjoy it based on the accommodation and stuff, the stress, but it's a nice environment, a nice state, nice people. I was looking at this building. I think it's some sort of housing program by the governor or something like that to ease accommodation and housing for his people. We were still driving. This is from our accommodation down to the university where the event took place. We were driving, we're in the car. People were gisting because, people have slept and they are no longer stressed. They are not stressed like we were yesterday, that everybody was just quiet in the car. We were all moody and angry and upset. At this point, I was like, God, where are they driving us to? Where? Because this is not half of what we have experienced. This was just part of the recording. So eventually we arrived at Fort Mina. That's actually where we were going. Fort Mina was giving our state governor honorary doctorate degree, you understand? So this is us inside Fort Mina. We were driving in. We were literally the first team that arrived there. The first, when I say the first, I meant the first, because we slept in the town, and the following day we woke up around 6-7. We're out of the hotel. We were heading to Fort Mina. People from Kaduna, people from Niger were not even there. These are securities, as per protocol. Governors will be there, senators will be there, members, state assembly will be there, even some of members of reps, I guess. Though I don't know, it's not my state, so I can't tentatively tell you who and who came. This was us entering a different venue in the Fort Mina, and they were like, no, this is not for us. I was already out of the car at this point. We were tired. So they now gave us a different direction of where our own events would be happening, and we went there. We came down, and this is one of the women. Hajia Aisha was explaining to them who we are, where we came from. We're here to show solidarity to our governor, and they welcomed us. They were like, they were expecting us. They are glad we came early. They've already reserved places for us. This and this. I think this is the person that was in charge of the whole event. He came there, welcomed us warmly, and appreciated our early arrival. We didn't do any African time, as it happens a lot in Nigeria. African time is common. We took pictures with him, or let me say they took pictures with him, because I was literally busy taking this video. I wasn't part of it. These are all under the SUSSG team, under the leadership of the commissioner. So as you can see, some of us were wearing the after dress with the picture of our governor on it. These are the women. All of them here are well-established women. That's one thing with our commissioner. He doesn't put incompetent women. Some of them are leaders in their various organizations. Some of them are businesswomen. Some of them are lecturers. Some of them are retired civil servants. Some of them are bankers. You understand? Sophisticated set of women. All those ones you're seeing are not anyhow politics women. That is me next. Yep, that's my face. So at this point, some guests from Kaduna State were coming in. Our chairman, our PAMSECs, our directors here and there were coming in to support our governor. And I was like, I have to go and record them. And all those ones too. They are PAMSEC, former chairman, even former chairman were there. That in particular was the former Algon chairman. of my state, and I had to record them, as per our own don't arrive. Women love pictures, so I had to come and be recording them again, and I'm showing you guys to know their faces in case if you see them somewhere, build them. This one in particular, she liked pictures like tomorrow no day. She was just asking, you didn't snap me, the king, you didn't snap me. And I had to come and be recording them, you understand. So at this point, I think the graduates are entering, they were arriving the venue, the place was getting crowded, everybody was there, their lecturers, and then lo and behold, our one and only commissioner arrived. All of us came under the leadership of this particular man, this Jagaban, this Odogu. I think he's the most functioning commissioner in the whole. I know he's the most functioning commissioner in the whole of Kaduna State. Honorable Sadiq Mama Lagos. Everybody you see there came under his leadership. Everybody you see there came at let me say a phone call of an instruction from him. Those are my team. I'm in charge of media, So we were all busy with the event and totally forgot we would need food for lunch. We were totally busy. We forgot. At this point, I was starving. I left where we were given to sit. I left where the commissioner was, where the governors were. I left there and I came out thinking of how will I get food. You understand? We went out. We got food. We came back. They were doing national anthem. We entered the crowd and this was me sitting at the side. I was taking this video now. You should know. We met different kind of women, Nupe women, baggy women. They were sitting next to us and we just thought it was nice. At this point, our governor arrived. Him and Bago. Our governor's name is Senator Obasani, Dr. Senator Obasani, you understand? So this was when he was given the honorary doctorate degree. And I was feeling myself, see, out for Obasani in MX. That's literally how I was looking that day. And then when they were giving the whole award, we were leaving. This was us in the car. The place was crowded. It's going to take a while before we all got to leave. Those are my colleagues. They were giving me the peace sign as I was recording. So we left. And then from there, we got on our way to Katie. That's Mommy Zara, one of my colleagues too. A senior colleague, would I say, since she's way older than me, you understand? She works for the commissioner. I work for the commissioner, so I'm going to say colleagues. This was us leaving the place, different students. Everybody were happy on their graduating gown. It's a beautiful view, you understand? Seeing people happy, seeing them in their best outfits and most positive smiles everywhere. It was beautiful. This is all inside the Futsmina. All these people you're seeing came for the event. And from the gate to the place is quite a long distance. It's not even trackable. So we're driving, we're exiting the campus. That's us outside. Bye-bye, Futsmina. So from there, we got on our way straight to KD. And one funny thing that happened is, these are all the people who went together with. That's my media team people, Mustafa. And that's me. And at this point, we were lost. Literally, we were lost. We were returning home. The whole convoy that we were with, everybody, I don't know, somehow along the line, we scattered. We literally scattered. We started turning around in the same direction. We started stopping to ask for directions. People were giving us crazy ways. This one will say go right, this one will say go left. This one, we used Google and we were still confused. But eventually the Google helped. We're on the right track. Before we parked and asked, I think this particular vehicle, and they said we should follow them. And that was how we started following them until we got out of MX. I started seeing all this nice building, all these nice structures. And I was recording for fun, you understand? We were just and laughing. I think at some point I even dozed off. You get. So I saw this bridge and it was nice. We almost got stuck here because it was, I think, a one-way thing. And the road was just not really great. Like I told you when we were going. Even coming back, it was something else. At this point, my phone was literally like 3%. So I had to stop the content creation. So bye. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Mwah.